Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we have some great news. One UI 4.0 with Android 12 beta is now available on more Samsung Galaxy smartphones. So let's dive in and get started and see exactly how to get this beta and what phones are eligible right now. Alright, so first and foremost, to sign up for the beta, you need to make sure you have the latest Samsung Members application installed on your phone. So what you want to do is you want to click the link down below. It is going to take you to my website. Once you're at the website, you want to scroll down just a little bit. Under download, you want to click this link. Once you click the link, it'll take you to the Galaxy Store from where you can install or update the Samsung Members app that is a requirement to sign up for One UI 4.0 with Android. Now, once you have that, you're going to click open. All right. Once you open it, all you want to do is either you can scroll through these top banners or click on benefits, and all the way at the bottom you are going to see that we have the One UI beta program. So you're going to click that, and you can see right now it is available on Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3. It is also available in the United States. Now, if you want to sign up for the beta and experience what's to come, all you want to do is you want to click register. Once you click register, they're going to show you all the terms and conditions, and you are going to enroll, okay? And you tap on agree, and once you do that, here's what happens. It says you have enrolled, give it 10 minutes, and check for an update. So after 10 minutes, you're going to go to your settings. You're going to go all the way down. You're going to go to software update, and then you're going to tap on download and install. Now, once you click on download and install, this thing is going to pop up right here. It says One UI 4 upgrade. There's a huge changelog here, as you can see. Okay, and we're going to go over there in a minute. And then you're going to click install now. That should take 10, 15, 20 minutes to complete the install because it is a huge file. You can see it's 2,695 megabytes, and it ends in UJH. So I'm going to install this right now. But before I install this, I'll let you know, some people click the register for One UI 4 and the update simply doesn't show up no matter how long they wait. So 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, 5 hours, it doesn't show up. That's normal. Sooner or later, you're going to get it. If you don't get it right away, you're simply unlucky. There's a bunch of people that messaged me and told me that it took them a whole day to get it. So tap on install now, and we're going to be right back. All right, so we're up to date. I'm just waiting for the update to be finished. It looks like it's over. That's it. So we are up to date now. Let's quickly go into the settings over here. I'm going to go down over here to my About phone. And under software, you can see One UI 4.0 Android 12. When we click on this guy a couple times, it brings us this new thing. Okay, you can see when you bring it to 12, boom, you get 12. All right, so that's Android 12. Let me quickly take a look at the smoothness. Okay, so far so good. The outer screen is still working 120 hertz. Though I'm going to let you guys know there is an existing bug that only allows you to run this screen. This screen right now is running at 60 hertz. So that's a bug. Don't update if you cannot stomach that for now. They are going to release a fix, but the outer screen is only going to be running at 60 hertz. All right, so let's quickly look at some of the new features in case you guys are not aware. So I'm going to go over here. Let me just remove this clock here. Okay, so press and hold on the screen. We now have a brand new widgets screen. We have a bunch of featured widgets. We are able to search them on the top using voice as well. But the big thing is they're now listed this way. You can see they're nice and organized. So if I want a widget for the device care, I click it. It expands and shows me all the available widgets, all right? Now, if I go to my clock widget, you can see we have a bunch of different clocks. Now, this clock here has gotten some updates. So if I put this right here, and if you look at it, we now have a second hand that is live. When you press and hold, you can go to settings, and you have all these various options, but each one of them, in fact, has a live second hand. So that's brand new for One UI 4.0. That is fantastic. Number two, the big thing, press and hold, go into wallpapers and style, and now we have the ability to go into color palette. This is part of the Material U design. So you can click over here and you can change the overall look and feel of your phone. So the notifications panel changes, the phone app changes, the settings changes. You can see we have subtle differences. So with this one we have red, with this one we have brown, and then I can click on this guy. That's just a default. And when you select these, you can also apply the palette to the app icon. So if I click on this one, if I go out, it is supposed to be applied to just about everything. It is restarting. There we go. So that coloring, it is restarting right now, okay, applies to the folders, to the apps that it can modify. So that is great, okay. It works much better than the first beta on the S21. This is basically the third beta or the fourth beta with a lot of bugs squashed, but not completely, obviously. So that's the color palette. These colors are going to be based on your wallpaper. So if I had a red wallpaper, you're going to see more red options here. So that's fantastic. And like I said, it makes modifications even to the clock, to the settings, to the notifications panel. If I pull this down, you can see it right here. We have a different look on the top. Okay, so that's that. The other big thing I'm going to talk about, if you go to the settings, and if you go all the way down to privacy, we have something really special here known as controls and alerts. So we can disable the camera and the mic access for anything. Okay, so that's basically a kill switch for the camera and the mic. Right now, nothing on my phone can access the camera and the mic. I'm sure the government can still see what you're doing, but at least you got these toggles here, okay, for all the other apps. And then also when I launch any application that uses the camera or the microphone, what I'm going to see is I'm going to see a green little dot on the top corner, as you can see. And if I pull this down at any given time, it is also going to show up right here, and I can click it and I can see what's being used by the camera. Now, talking about the camera, we have some modifications. We have a new simple layout. And when we go to more and we go into Pro mode, which is right over here, that also has a brand new look. It's a little bit easier to work with. And with a regular photo, when I zoom in or zoom out, you can see, look at this. This is really cool. So let's say I'm at 3.7. Okay, when this disappears, that 3.7 continues to show over there, so I can see how much I'm zooming at all times. So that's 10x. Let's see, there it is. So when I take a photo, I know I'm at 10x. All right, fantastic. We also have a new music controller on the top here, so you can see it's right here. If I tap it, it expands. It gives me all these details. And the big thing is I can click on the media output, and right from here I can switch to my other items, my other Bluetooth connected devices. So I can play on that speaker instead of here. So we have that. We also have some really nice things on the lock screen. So let me go to the lock screen. Again, this is going to show up right here. You can click on it. It's going to ask you to go in, but we have that option right there. But when I click on the clock, I'll now have access to a voice recorder right over here. I can simply click and start recording voice from here. Also get this over here. It got expanded when you click on the clock. And I can also click on media here and switch my media right from the lock screen. So that's fantastic. All right. Now when I go into gallery, for example, and if I tap on edit, okay, what I can do, actually don't tap on edit. When you're at a photo, you can tap over here. And this option here, remaster, has already been here. But here's what we have that's new in relation to remaster. So once you do the remastering, okay, and you click on save, what happens is on the top it says remastered. But what if you want to go back to the original photo? At any time, you can tap on this button and you can say revert to original. So that original photo never disappears if you ever have to go back to it. That's one more update with the remaster. Now, one more new option we have over here is we have the extra dim option. So if your phone is completely dimmed out, but you want even a little bit more dimmage, bam, you click that, gives you additional dimming, especially at nighttime when you're in your bed. When you lower the brightness all the way, if it's completely dark, it is still bright. So when you tap on the extra dim, it takes you down one more level for eye comfort. We also have enhanced processing now. Now, if I go into my settings and if I go all the way down, let's see. The biggest thing with device care is if I scroll down, I can access my software update and my diagnostics right from additional care. So when I tap on diagnostics, it takes me to Samsung Members application straight into the diagnostics menu from where I can diagnose my phone to make sure it is working properly. As you can see, the battery is working normally. But the good thing is now I can access that, which makes sense, right from here. So that's fantastic, all right? Now if I go to my display, I want to check one more thing here. So the extra dim mode is not here. It's going to be under accessibility. So when I go to accessibility, and if I go into the visibility enhancements, at the bottom, you're going to see the extra dim option, but at least you have the toggle on the top, which you can activate from here, from edit buttons, if you want to move it over, okay? We do have a couple more things going on, but these are the main highlights for now. Make sure you stay tuned. We're going to be making more videos in relation to One UI 4.0. Questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below. Let me know. For now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right?